sent to the forbidden forest.
Amara stood frozen at the doorway, her breath shallow, her fingers tightening around the cracked clay pot. The reflection behind her, her own face, tilted its head slowly, but Amara had not moved. It smiled wider, too wide. Her stepmother staggered back, gripping the doorframe. "You brought it back," she whispered, her voice shaking, not with anger, but fear. Amara's heart skipped. Brought what back? But deep inside, she already knew the answer. The reflection blinked, out of sync. And for a brief second, the thing behind her wasn't her anymore. Her stepmother grabbed her arm suddenly and pulled her inside, slamming the door shut. "Don't look at it," she hissed. Amara struggled. "What is happening?" The woman's hands trembled as she dragged Amara toward the fire pit in the center of the room. "Listen to me carefully," she said. "That forest, it doesn't just take lives. It sends things back." Amara's mind raced. "Then why did you send me there?" Silence. A heavy, unbearable silence. Then the stepmother spoke, her voice breaking. "Because I thought it would take you, not choose you." Amara pulled her arm away, eyes wide with disbelief. "You wanted me to die?" Her stepmother flinched, but didn't deny it. "I wanted it to end," she said quietly. "That thing has haunted our bloodline for generations." Amara froze. "Our bloodline?" The woman nodded slowly. "Your mother knew. She tried to protect you." Images flashed again. Her real mother, whispering warnings she never understood. "Then why didn't you tell me?" Amara demanded. "Because the moment you know, it begins to see you." A sudden knock echoed from outside. Both of them froze. Knock. Knock. Too slow. Too deliberate. Amara's stomach dropped. "That's not a person," her stepmother whispered. The knocking stopped. Then a voice came from outside. Soft. Familiar. "Amara, open the door." It was her voice. Exactly her voice. Her stepmother backed away in horror. It found the house. The door creaked slightly as something pressed against it from the outside. Amara couldn't move. "Don't answer it," her stepmother whispered urgently. "If you let it in, it won't leave." The voice outside grew more desperate. "Please, it's me. I'm cold." Amara's heart twisted. What if it really was her? What if she was the one inside, and that was the real one outside? The thought sent a chill through her bones. "Which one am I?" she whispered to herself.
"Open!"
The knocking turned into scratching. Slow, patient, like claws against wood. Her stepmother grabbed a handful of ash from the fire and threw it toward the door. Symbols appeared as the ash touched the wood, glowing faintly. "For protection," she said. The scratching stopped instantly. Silence again. Then, laughter. Soft, mocking. It knew them now.
"I will not be controlled."
Amara looked down at her arm, the faint, dark veins still visible beneath her skin. Why didn't it take me fully? She asked. Her stepmother hesitated. Because you didn't give everything, she said. What does that mean? It means part of you is still yours. Amara clenched her fist. Then maybe she still had a choice.
No, please,
A sudden scream echoed from outside. This time not from the creature, but from a villager. Amara rushed to the window. A man lay on the ground, trembling, his shadow moving independently of his body. The thing from the forest was no longer at the door. It had moved on. It's hunting, her stepmother said grimly. And it started with us. Amara turned back, determination slowly replacing fear. Then we stop it. Her stepmother stared at her. You don't understand. That thing cannot be stopped. Amara stepped closer. Then why are you still trying to protect me? Silence. A long, heavy silence. Then the woman whispered, because you might be the only one who can.
The fire!
The fire in the center of the room suddenly
Something's happening.
flared, violently.
No!
Both of them turned. Inside the flames, a shape formed. Tall, dark, watching. The same voice from the forest spoke again. You cannot hide her from me. Amara's blood ran cold. It wasn't chasing her anymore. It was calling her back. And this time, it sounded angry. The fire suddenly died out, plunging the hut into absolute darkness. Only the glowing embers remained. And something else. A pair of hollow, glowing eyes appeared in the reflection of the cracked clay pot on the floor. The voice didn't come from the fire this time. It whispered right beside Amara's ear. Tell me, little bird, what did your mother promise me? Amara's stepmother gasped in the dark, dropping her protective ash. The true nightmare hadn't even started. What dark secret did Amara's real mother hide? Why is the forest spirit claiming Amara was its property before she was even born? The terrifying truth will be revealed in episode 3, The Chosen Curse. If you want to see what happens next, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment below. What do you think the mother promised the forest?